you so much for joining me for our third and final week of the Patons Crochet Sock Along. So where I left you last week was to work these decreases to shape the instep. And once the decreases were complete, you were to work even until the sock measured the specified length for the size you're making. And so mine was to measure 5 inches, basically from the beginning of the instep decreases, so I'm good. Now what I need to do is to figure out where to place my toe decreases. And I'm going to do that by folding my sock. So I'm using kind of these instep decreases as guidelines to verify that, yes, it does look like my fold is placed correctly. And so what I'll do is just pop in a stitch marker through the single crochet on each side. And now I'm just going to count the stitches in between as well to verify that these decreases will be balanced in their placement. So excluding the marked stitches, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I should have 22 there. So I'll just cheat that back 1 stitch and let's see what we have in between these two. It should also be 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Perfect. All right. So I have a total of 46 stitches here. So I've got 22 on each side, plus an additional 2 marked stitches, brings me up to the correct tally. Now what I'll be doing is grabbing my hook. I'm gonna have to rip back a stitch. There we go. And I'll just work in a round until I come to 2 stitches before that marker. And I'm going to do my decreases in the same way that I did for my instep. So work to 2 stitches before the marker, single crochet 2 stitches together, work 1 SC in that marked stitch and replace your marker. And now on the opposite side of the stitch marked, I'm going to do another single crochet 2 together. And that's how I'm going to work all the way around. I won't have any even rounds here. I'm decreasing constantly until I get down to 18 stitches. So every time I encounter that marker, either of those markers rather, I'll be doing a decrease on either side. So every round I do, I'm decreasing 4 stitches in total. Okay, and I've reached the next marker just about. I'm 2 stitches before now. So I'm going to do another single crochet 2 together, work the marked stitch, being mindful to replace that marker. And then I'll be doing a single crochet 2 together on the opposite side of that marked stitch. So as I go around, I'm decreasing twice every time I encounter one of these 2 markers. So I'm working down from 46 stitches to 18, regardless of how many stitches you started out with, be it 46 for the small, 50 for the medium, or 54 for the large. We're working down to a final total of 18 stitches. Just continuing as we've established here. So I'm going to continue working my toe decreases, and I'll be back shortly to show you how to seam up the toe of your sock. Okay, so I'm just working my final decrease, and I'm ready to fasten off. So I no longer need these stitch markers. And in order to seam my toe together, I'm going to turn my sock inside out. So I'm going to make sure that my decreases are lying flat and symmetrical before I seam up my toe. Okay, so that's perfect. I'm ready to go. All I need to do is thread my needle. And I'm going to work across in a mattress stitch, just picking up 2 legs of that stitch and the 2 legs of the opposite stitch and working back and forth in that same manner. So just getting both legs of each stitch and working back in the opposite direction. And once I've worked through the entire length and have secured both sets of stitches, I'll take my ends and I'll just weave them in. And then I'm ready to flip my sock inside out and to wear it. So that is the final step in making your Patons Crochet Socks. Thank you so much for joining me for this 3-week tutorial. I look forward to seeing you again.